This is a classic blues and R&B podcast. But anyway, our guest finally arrived too, and that is the Iceman, the cool one they call him, the Iceman. Mr. Jerry Butler is here. He's going to be joining us here throughout the program, chat about his career and music in general. You got a lot of it. The man is a writer, producer, and whatever else he is. And also a politician, a statesman. Are you a politician or statesman?
Public servant.
There you go. Welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Jerry Butler. We know him as Jerry, the Iceman Butler. So what's been going on with you, Mr. Iceman?
Well, we've been doing things that we came here to do. We are working hard trying to get the Cook County health care system in operation the way it's supposed to be. I think we finally got it on the right track.
Okay, that's
which
all.
Leads me to a song by Billy Butler, The Right Track.
Okay, yeah, okay, we will play Billy. That's right. Jerry is, the Iceman was with the Impression, that is Curtis Mayfield and Gooden, and what was the other gentleman's name?
Fred Cash.
Yeah, Cash. So he was with those guys. He started out. The commissioner, many may know, the Iceman is he's from the great state. What state is that, God?
Mississippi.
All right, the great state of Mississippi, and he's from that county of Sunflower, somewhere up there. They call it Sunflower, Mississippi, but it's county. You know, it's kind of like, you grab everything and throw it right in there. So he came up here as a young man, as a baby almost, right?
Yeah, as a baby. In fact, I was 3 years old when my mom and dad moved here.
Yeah, well, you read these things, so you don't know if these things are accurate or not. So
that's true.
History
does have a way of changing.
Yeah, that's right. They have a way of making it, extending it or cutting it down, making it do something else, So, Commissioner, my first question to you is you and the Impression getting together. Good experience, right?
Yes.
And when you left, how was it?
It was when I see young people today who are coming through the musical thing and they start to splinter off from groups, leave the groups, none of us were brought into this world together. We all came separately. We all probably will leave separately.
Right.
And so with the lives that we touch on our way through on this transition,
right,
from the cradle to the grave,
right,
all have a part to play in our lives.
Right.
And so we made the best of those situations. What happened with the Impressions, though, was that Vivian Carter Bracken, who owned VJ Records, had decided after missing Pookie Hudson that the next group that came through the door that had a lead singer that she thought had any potential at all, she was going to put their name out in front on the record. And so she put Jerry Butler and the Impressions. Mm-hmm. And that immediately started dissension in the ranks because the other guys felt that I had cut some kind of deal with the lady. And we never could overcome that.
Really?
And so about 6 months later, I left the group to start a solo career.
But you could never convince them that you did not cut a deal, or did you cut a deal?
Never did.
Okay.
Didn't have sense enough to cut a deal.
How old were you at that time? How old were you? 16, 17? Okay.
If I'd had that much sense, I probably would have done it.
But a cut a deal, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to play one of your records here along with some of the other good music, here on Classic Blues. Joe, what you got lined up for me? You got it lined up over there? I think Ain't Understanding Mellow, I think is what we got queued up over there, right? That's one of your songs, right, Commissioner?
That'll work.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, Homer Talbot and Herschel Polk wrote it. Brenda Lieger and I recorded it. James Mack did the orchestration. Donny Hathaway played the piano. And it's a history lesson musically.
You can't beat that. Here it is, Commissioner the Iceman here on Classic Blues and R&B on AM 1690 WVON.
It's brand new me.
Yeah.
This is my same old coat and my same old shoes. I was the same old me with the same old blues, and then you touch my life, just by holding my hand. And oh, I look in the mirror and see a brand new man, brand new walk, and a brand new smile. Girl, since I found you, I got a brand new style. Just because of you, girl. Just because of you. Just because of you, girl. Just because of you. Well, I got the same old friends. They got the same old sins. I tell the same old jokes and get the same old grin. But now the jokes are new, and the laughter somehow too. Every day of my life is as fresh as morning dew, and it's just because of you, girl. Just because of you, girl. Just because of you, girl. Just because of you, baby. You know that I love you, girl. Just because of you. I go to the same old places, see the same old faces, look at the same old skies, see them all with brand new eyes. You get all the thank God for you. You a woman, girl, not to try to hide. You didn't try to hide your love for this other guy. Baby, no need to explain. Thank the angels for you, that you a woman, well, try to make it easier for me. I want you to know you have but to call on me, and I'll be right by your
Thank God for you. Thank God. For it's very nice to see there's a man who understands how hard it is to take your hand and try to explain. Thank the angels for you. You're the kind of man you are, to be so understanding.
Listen to classic blues and R&B. You heard the mellow voice of our guests here, Mr. Jerry Iceman Butler. So, yeah, giving us a little bit of background on that song there.
Yeah, Brenda Yeager singing the female part. Donny Hathaway playing piano. Cleveland Eden playing bass. James Mack did the arrangement. And a host of musicians from Chicago Symphony Orchestra.
Okay, it sounds great sound.
Oh, it really did.
Yeah, it is. Beautiful
well.
song. Sounds just as good today as it did yesterday.
Written by Homer Talbot and Herschel Polk.
Okay, good. Let me ask you this, Commissioner. I'm going to have to call you Commissioner because that, but, you'll forever be
I appreciate
the Iceman, but, you're great doing both jobs. Now, you've sung with a lot of duets,
Yes.
right? And you've done the group thing with the Impressions.
Yes.
Which one did you enjoy best?
It's like asking which of your children you love the most.
Right,
At the time, it was all that was important.
right.
The music with the Impressions and Curtis Mayfield was fun. Loved it. The new group came along when Gamble and Huff. Loved it. Brenda Yeager and that whole situation. Loved it. Betty Everett and Let It Be Me. Loved it.
Right.
It was always in the moment.
Right, and they were all good songs.
Thank you.
I mean, I think that your book of work is not because you're my guest, but I think because that's the fact that you've done, and your voice, is excellent. You can hear and feel it in there. When I heard For Your Precious Love, I was still a kid, when I first heard that song. Well, you were a kid, too, at that time when you wrote it, that was who wrote that song? Did you write that or did
Actually, it was my lyric. On the record, it says Arthur, Richard Brooks, and Jerry Butler.
Okay, but you
But
wrote the words.
The bulk of the lyric and the melody was mine.
I have that record done. How well has it done across?
Oh, the record is still doing.
Right.
Because every new generation comes along and hears it, and they pull it into themselves. Rolling Stone magazine said it was probably listed 535 of all the great songs
It
ever
is.
recorded.
It is definitely that, Now, what label you think you had the most success on?
Well, I had the most success on a label at Mercury Records.
Okay, that's what I thought.
But the reason for that success was Gamble and Huff
Okay,
before they started Philly International.
right.
So I have to give them credit for that.
Right, you've been with them quite a while, all through that period now.
Actually, we recorded one and a half albums together.
Okay.
But in the first album that we did, Never Gonna Give You Up, Western Union Man, Brand New Me, Only the Strong, not Only the Strongest Bad, but Western Union Man and Brand New Me were all in that very first recording session that we did with Gamble and Huff.
Right, we didn't talk about the same old me, we did, I blew that, I gave the wrong thing. Tell me a little bit about that one, the same, that
Brand New
song.
Me was one of those Gamble and Huff tunes, recorded first by yours truly on an album called The Iceman Cometh, but it became a #1 hit by a young lady from England named Dusty Springfield.
Okay, yeah.
And then, some years later, the Queen, Aretha Franklin, decided to record it
Right.
and took it to another whole level. It's
Yep.
been one of the most recorded songs,
Mm-hmm.
having Earl Grant and Liberace and others all recording that song was one of the great high points in my career.
Right. I did not know for a while, a long time, is that you did, am I correct, that you did I Stand Accused? You wrote that?
Yes,
Yeah,
along
'cause-
with my brother Billy.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Billy. I got to play some of Billy's music. Let folks hear what Billy sound like, too, Yeah,
Well, it always, what happened was Billy had a song that was called I'm Just a Man.
Okay.
And I told him, I said, that's a good idea, but we need a better title. So we
Right.
changed the title to I Stand Accused, and it became a big hit.
And we got a special guest in the studio. I forgot to mention the boss's son. Yeah, I guess he's out there somewhere. Today is Labor Day, so you ain't too much labor he's going to do. And anyway, Daryl is part of our crew here. Anyway, we got in the studio with us Commissioner Jerry Iceman Butler. Glad to have him here along with us. You can reach us here at 773 591-1690. That's 773-591-1690. Hey, we'll now have a couple of callers on the line here that want to ask the Iceman something. Whatever it is. Iceman got the answers when it comes to music, folks. I'm telling you the truth about that, you know. Anyway, let's go to the first caller there, Joe. Will, I think it is.
Good afternoon. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Welcome to
Good evening, Mr. Butler. Mr. Butler, I met you at an auto mechanics place on West 59th Street called Frank's.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I met you there a couple of times. And can you hear me well?
Yes, I can hear you well.
Yeah, and I must say this, Mr. Butler. You are one of the most personable people to be a bona fide star, to be a real star. You're one of the most personable people I've ever met. You talked with me for over 2 hours, and you talked with me as if you had known me for a long time, and you weren't a you weren't bourgeois. I mean, man, you talked to me just like you had known me forever, and I really appreciated that. And my three most well remembered songs, the three songs I like the most by you is "Make It Easy on Yourself,"
Yes.
"Need to Belong," and "Moon River." Right. I know a lot of people don't know what a Huckleberry Friend is. I won't tell them unless you do. A lot of people, but I know I know what a Huckleberry Friend is. And Mr. Butler,
Yes,
on the Moon River, on that Moon River song, I believe. See, what a lot of people don't know is I might not be right in this, but I think your wife also sings too, right?
Yes, she sings too, but she's never sang with me on.
And okay, and don't your sister also sing?
My sister does.
I won't say who your sister is. You'll have to say that. But she's an activist in the South Shore area. Am I right?
Maddie Butler, right?
All right, then. You said it. I didn't have permission to say that. Okay, then. And she also sings, and she was on some of your music. Am I correct?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And one last question, Mr. Butler. Where is Frank, and how is Frank doing?
Frank is doing fine. I talked with him a couple of weeks ago.
Is he still in the business because his place is no longer there?
No, well, you know, a big storm came through and tore his place down. He took the insurance money and decided that he was going to retire. And so now, every now and then, like for close friends and stuff like, he will maybe do some work for them, but basically he's retired.
Okay. Yeah, well, Frank and I were pretty close. He and I and you discussed the fraternity that you all belong to.
Yes.
And I must say, I enjoyed your company, man. You made me feel very, very at ease with you. And like I said, you're one of the most personable, real stars that I've only met two others. But you take the cake, man. You were really a nice guy, man. I must say that.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
All right, sir.
Thank you very much for your call, Will. All right, go to the next one, Joe, please. Hello, how you doing? Welcome to Classic Blues and R&B, sir. Masar?
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. I just want to say that you're definitely one of the greatest entertainers of all time.
Thank you.
Mr. Butler, and your music will be continue to be world renowned. And I had a couple of questions. My favorite is Mr. Dream Merchant. And I was wondering if you could express, did you write that, or how did that come about? At the time, I grew up on the north side where I believe you started with Curtis Mayfield and Impressions.
Yes.
And, how did, just a little history on that and Dream Merchant. And my third and last question is how to get in touch with you, if you can leave that information, and what your where do you think that we're going from a political commissioner standpoint with the Black Unity in Chicago?
Well, let me start at the back end of your question. Number one is that everybody ought to be involved in politics because everything is political. And when you get a chance to serve, when you get a chance to do something good for the people, you have become a good politician. When you are working and it's not working, then you're a bad politician. It's pretty much that simple. The thing that makes it so difficult for political people to do is that there's always someone with another idea that may be contrary to the idea that's popular. And so that makes it very difficult to serve. But we do the best that we can, and we take our lumps as they come. Now, as to Dream Merchant, hey, Mr. Dream Merchant, and I can't remember the writer of the song.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
But we did it before anyone else, and I think there was a group that came afterwards that had a big hit on it. But that was probably about 20 years after.
Right, that's exactly right. I can't think of the name of the group either, but someone else did do Dream Merchant after you did. Right. I like your version too.
Thanks for the call.
Thank you very much for your call, sir. Keep listening to the program here. Classic Blues and R&B normally airs on 11 p.m. on Saturday night, folks. You know, we play all the good stuff. You know, every Saturday night we open up the program with a great American menu. You know, what you hear Raymond Charles talking about, it is what is American food. Now, if you don't like it, that's your problem, you know. I mean, turnip greens, you know, collard greens, sweet potatoes, and don't forget that potato salad. I love it, you know. Some cold beer and barbecue, you can't beat it, you know. We're going to continue to roll on the program here. Mr. Butler's going to stay with us for a while here. We're enjoying the program, and as I said, your man is a history book here, you know. So we're going to get back to some more music here on Classic Blues and R&B. I think we're going to go to Your Precious Love. You want to say something about that before we go to it, Commissioner?
Your Precious Love was a poem written by a 16-year-old kid by the name of Jerry Butler.
Junior.
Junior. Exactly right.
Yeah.
And the Impressions and Curtis Mayfield helped us turn it into a classic song that has spanned the generations.
Well, yes, it's a very good song.
From 1958 until almost 2018.
Okay, yes. Yeah, I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go to the Temptations. Joe has just overruled me. Somebody wanted to hear the Temptations.
Well, you know, I can do that too.
Yeah, Temptations. What is that? What we're going to do? Like a snowball. What is we're rolling, I think. What's the name of that thing about Temptation? We're growing. That's the one.
It's growing.
It's growing, right. Yeah, I know the song. I love the song. It's a good song. Yeah, it's one of the best songs by the Temptations. What you got to say about the Temptations when we go to it?
One of the most dynamic groups ever to put on a pair of dancing shoes.
Yeah.
I mean, the choreography was sensational.
Right.
The harmony was untouchable.
Yeah.
And all of them were 6 feet tall.
Yeah, they all was good-looking guys. You know, how in the devil we go from that, the commissioner's voice and all of that stuff, to Lil Wayne? How did we get there? My question I always ask on Saturday night, how in the hell did we get here? And where are we heading, you know?
It's just a different form of music.
Yeah, well, you can call it music if you want to.
Every generation has
got its
its
thing
own thing.
going, you know.
There
But
you go.
but anyway, I take, like you said, the 6 feet tall guy. You're absolutely right. They're the tall guys, 6 feet. Every one of them, absolutely right. They were tall, handsome guys,
What's on your mind? What are you trying to tell me now? Are you feeling sad and blue? Because money's low and everything seems to go wrong. Well, my shoes got a hole in my bottom, but I can't stop now. I've been trying to reach my goal too long to give up on my journey now. to say it's my country. Before they give in, they'd rather fuss and fight than say it's my country. I paid 300 years or more of slave driving sweat and welts on my back. This is my country. Too many have died in protecting my pride, for me to go second class. We've survived a hard blow, and I want you to know that you'll face us at last. And I know you will give consideration. Shall we perish unjust or live equal as a nation? This is my country. And I know you will give consideration. Shall we perish unjust or live equal as a nation? This is my country.
All right, we're rolling right along here on Classic Blues and R&B here on AM 1690 WVON. When you tune in to Classic Blues, folks, let me tell you what you're going to get. You're going to get some real music played by real musicians. Now, don't you forget that, okay? Real deal. We're going to do some real stuff, you know. And some of the music you hear here, you won't hear it anywhere else. I like to do that, you know. On Twitter, follow us at WVON1690. And don't forget, Classic Blues is on every Saturday night from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. And you can follow Classic Blues on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/ got to get it right. Tell me if I'm right or wrong, Joe, / Classic Blues and R&B. And then you can follow us also on Twitter at Classic Blues R&B. And you can go to YouTube, type in, youtube.com, and you can find a whole bunch of the shows that we do put up there. Cause we're going to put this one up when we get through with the commissioner sometime. We don't put them up right away because, it takes a little time, Joe don't work that hard over there, So it's just me doing my thing or whatever, whomever I get to help. But we do put them up, and hope that you will find the programs good and enjoyable, and let us know. We have no problem. You can also reach us here at WVON, Henry at WVON.com. If you got a comment, positive or negative, we don't mind. If it's negative, we try to improve on it. If it's positive, we're going to still try to do our better job on it. Okay, we're still rolling here with our studio guest, Commissioner Jerry Iceman Butler. In this last segment, you heard Curtis Mayfield. And for all of you folks who are out there talking about this is our country. We're going to talk about Curtis when I get through with this, telling who they just heard. You heard Jerry Butler, Your Precious Love. And you heard Billy Butler, which is the commissioner's brother, on the right track. That was, did he do anything other than that? We could talk about that too. Curtis Mayfield, Commissioner. What was your relationship when he passed, before he passed? Did you all ever patch
Curtis
up?
and I grew up together.
Right.
And we never fell out.
Oh, okay.
He understood what was happening.
Uh-huh.
And as a matter of fact, after I left the group, he came to play guitar for me for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
That's when we wrote He Will Break Your Heart, Find Yourself Another Girl, and I'm Telling You. And that. But I was just sitting here listening to Curtis. I mean, the way he spoke to all situations through his music
hell of a
was just unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's really one of the true geniuses of our time.
I agree with that. And that word I don't agree to lightly.
Having known him since he was about 10 or 11 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and watching him grow, both as a musician and as a man, was just a great experience for me.
Yeah,
This is my country.
right. I mean, he was definitely, and that's what I tell folks. Some folks don't want to hear that. I am not an African, folks. I am an American. Now, you want to add African behind it, I have no problem. You want to add black behind it, I have no problem, but I am American. This is it. This is where I am, Daddy, mama, her mama, daddy. So, I mean, this is it. This is our country. We built this doggone thing, so now why the devil you going to just give it away to somebody else? Even the Indians fought. They lost many wars, but hell, there was some they won. If they didn't fight, hell, they would have taken it, whatever they got. They did get some treaties out of it, whether or not the U.S. government want to hold on to them or not, but hell, they did do their thing. But what do? We want to capitulate and say, hey, give it up. No, not me. I'll be here doing my thing, And hopefully I can have Joe and the commissioner with me. I'm gonna
There you go.
let the
I'm with
commissioner. All right, Joe, you're gonna get out and fight. The commissioner and I gonna be the commanders. Young guys do the fighting, man. I mean, look, that's who does the fighting, So
We supposed to be learning from you all. How you gonna put us out there to fight?
well, we want you to,
down.
well,
Come
we're
on,
letting
man.
you know that this is your country, so you got to defend your country. You got to do things right to hold on to your country, because otherwise you wouldn't,
That's why if I get out there and fight, I'm gonna be mentally prepared.
There you go.
Not
Okay.
physically, so I can get out there and lose a limb or something. You
No,
know what I'm saying?
we want you to be right when you go out. We want you to also be a smart fighter,
There you go.
All right. Now, talk about your brother a little bit, Billy.
Billy is one of those guys who has had an enormous amount of talent, but never caught a break. I mean, I listen to the songs that he wrote, I Stand Accused, and others. I'm amazed at how much talent he has. He's the only one in the family that plays an instrument.
Okay.
And as a matter of fact, when I perform now, he usually works with me in the guitar section of the group.
Okay.
And he was just always in the right place at the wrong time.
Okay. Yeah. Are you still performing, Commissioner?
Every now and again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As much as you want to, and not too much. I see that. Tony Bennett, I understand he's still performing.
Yeah, I saw him the other night. He was out in Ravinia.
Okay.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah, well, he had.
You know what they say for his age.
Yeah, they said, yeah.
But no, he sounded great.
Yeah.
He was out there, I think he's about 87 years old.
Yeah, they say he's in his 80s, somewhere
Yeah.
around there. Yeah,
I hope I hold up that long.
Yeah, that's the thing. People say, ain't nothing wrong with getting that old. Just continue to, to be, the one famous line that I loved in Miles Davis' book. He said he had a friend who was old. He wanted to look old, and he wanted to smell old. He's one of those kind of friends. But hey, you want, as long as you don't want to be that way, you don't get broken down. I got a brother. I gave him a walking stick, and the first thing he did, he got down on that. No, that's not the way you use it, man. Yeah. We're going to get back Wildflower, New Birth by, okay, I got that. I'm sorry about that. I thought, we found out that New Birth, I think, did
Dream Merchant.
Dream Merchant, right. We're going to talk about a little music history, too, when you come back.
Right.
I know you got a lot of knowledge on that. Where music is today and how you, where you're seeing it heading to, The Iceman, Commissioner Jerry Butler, and I Stand Accused here on AM 1690, Classic Blues and R&B.
I stand accused of loving you too much. I sure hope it's not a crime, 'cause I'm guilty. Oh, testify. If I do, everyone's gonna cry. That boy is guilty of loving you. And though you belong to another, and I may not stand a ghost of a chance, I'll tell the world that I love you, and I'm a victim of circumstance that's been proven guilty. Oh, yes, I am. Did you know one touch of your hand, and I find myself on the witness stand, shouting out all over the land, hey, hey, I'm guilty, guilty of loving you. I'm guilty, but what can I do?
The commissioner, Jerry Butler, I stand accused. Commissioner, we got a guy on the phone who does the same thing as you, and that's Mr. Garland Green.
Nobody does it better.
All right, punch him up, Joe.
Hello, Garland.
How you doing, bro, Garland?
I'm doing fine.
Yeah,
This Jerry?
Yes, this is Jerry.
Jerry, hey, man, it's good to holler at you.
Thank you.
I was delighted that you was over there with Mr. Cheatham. He has such a nice radio show.
I
Yes, he
appreciate
does.
that. Thank you, sir.
I listen to him when I'm not here.
I know that's right. Yes. So it's good to. I'm gonna look you up, Jerry, when I come back to Chicago.
All right.
Yeah, I'm in L.A.
Oh, how wonderful.
Uh-huh.
Well, good. Give me the Chicago blues out there. They need it.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Did you guys ever work together back in when he was in
As a
Chicago?
matter of fact, we worked together not too long ago with Marshall and Shy Lights out at
Oh yes.
the Holiday Star Theater.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a nice show. It really was nice. I really love your act with the girls and all. It's really, very impressive.
Thank you, man.
Mm-hmm.
So he got some showgirls that he bring around with him, huh? Like Bobby Rush.
Oh yeah, and he gets down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what else is going on with you, bro, Garland?
Well, I'm going to say this out loud. I'm trying to do a tribute to Michael Jackson.
Okay.
I'm doing a tribute to him, and I'm going to sing, lots of his songs.
Yeah, that's good. That's all good. That's the way that's the way in which history continues. Things don't die when you continue to push it through.
Yeah.
That was the general idea, and you hit it right on the nose.
Yeah. He did have a lot of good music. There's no question about it. I always thought that Jackson was better, but he was good too. Jackson,
ain't no doubt.
Group to me, but Michael, he was good.
That's right.
Yeah.
We did a little touring together, me and the Jacksons back, when in my warmer days. But and being in the presence of the King, it was always lots of fun.
Yeah, it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Everyone, thank you for the call, Brother Garland. Thank you very much, and I ask you to continue to listen to the program. I do hope you enjoy it out there on the West Coast.
I always do.
All right, and thank you very much for calling.
Good luck, man.
Okay, Mr. Cheatham, and you and Jerry, and y'all carry on.
Okay, you take good care of yourself.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Joe, we got time
All right.
do we have time for the next one, or are we going to the news right now? All right, okay. Go on. Hello, sir. How you doing? Laura? I'm sorry, Laura. How you doing?
Lori, that's a Miss Lori.
Okay.
Would you ask Jerry? Hi, Jerry. The name is Lori. Did your children go to Christ the King Lutheran School?
Sure did.
Hello? I
Yes,
can
he
hardly
did.
hear you.
Yes, he
Yes, they
did.
did.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, they did. Well, I was one of those parents, and I had 2 children that were in that school at the same time that yours were there. And I just wanted to say hi, and it's good to hear you.
Well, thank you.
It's taken me a little while to remember the name of the school, but it was good to hear you, and I'm so glad you're doing well.
Thank you.
Just wanted to say hi.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
And thank you very
Thank
much.
you very
for calling.
much.
And take
All
care of
right.
yourself. Keep listening.
Take care.
Please. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, strawberry, fresh red ripe strawberry. Hey, love is just like pinwheels flying. Love, she's soft like tears of crying. Wine and spice is interlaced. Did you know love's got a fresh strawberry taste? And when the peddler cries strawberries, that's when my heart replies, strawberries. Love tastes like strawberries. I met my love in the marketplace. My heart stopped when I saw her face. The berry man cried, won't you try this? We looked, we bought, we stole a kiss. Now the berries are gone and the spring has passed, but I know my love will always last. The rains have come with sudden haste. Did you know love's got a fresh strawberry taste? And when the peddler cries strawberries, that's when my heart replies, strawberries. Hey, love tastes like strawberries. Red and ripe, ooh, so good for the appetite. Get your strawberry, fresh red and ripe strawberry. Hey.
All right, rolling right along here on Classic Blues and R&B here on a special edition of Classic Blues and R&B here on a Monday night. Hope you folks enjoying the program because we enjoying doing it. You know, they moved us into prime time, Joe. I do I know how to act up here? Am I acting okay?
You're acting okay to me. I don't see Lil Wayne in you yet.
Okay. All right. All right, that was the commissioner. Tell us about that song there.
That song there was a thing called Black Odyssey. It was a motion picture.
Okay, all right.
And it was the theme of that motion picture.
Okay.
later recorded by Miriam Makeba, and that was how I learned it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
From her.
Yeah, okay, you can hear it. I guess once you listen to it, I guess you can hear the tropicalness of the song, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. See, we got a call on the phone here. Another guys on the West Coast calling. We're glad to have Mr. Charles Wright.
Doom dang, doom dang.
Charles Wright of the Watch 103rd Street Rhythm Band. Welcome to the program, sir.
Hey, brother, do I hear Jay Butler up in there?
Yeah, you hear the man.
So, team, how's everything going, y'all?
Yeah,
everything's going well.
Yeah, right on, right?
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine, brother. I'm glad to hear y'all.
It's early for you, though, out there. You was on about 7 o'clock, right?
That's right, a little after 7.
Yeah.
So what's going on with you? Talk to us. Talk to the commissioner. Talk to you guys out there. That's y'all business. You know what y'all do.
Yeah, somebody told me. Well, now, Brother Butler?
Yes, sir.
How's the family?
My family's well, and yours?
That's great, yeah. Yeah, that's my brother there. The first time I saw him was 1958.
Been that long, man.
The Brooklyn Paramount Theater.
Mercy, mercy, mercy.
Yes, indeed. Great man. Cheatham, how are you doing?
Doing fine, thank God. Thank you very much.
That's good, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Keith got you guys all together out there, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I want to thank you, Brother Keith, for that. If you're listening out there on the West Coast, right?
Yeah, so how's everybody in Chicago tonight?
It's a nice night. Everything is fine. We just wrapped up the old African Fest here. That's something we have every Labor Day, so they just wrapped that up tonight. So at 10 o'clock, they had brandy here. So, everything is well. We had a lot of rain yesterday and Friday, but everything else is all right.
Well, I envy you for that. We need some rain.
Yeah, we needed it too. So we got it, you know.
Kind of hot out here, though.
Yeah.
I saw old Pep about 3 weeks ago, man. He came by the house and we broke some bread and had a little beer, talked a little old times. It was good to see him.
Yeah, Pepe is doing some pretty good music nowadays.
Yes, he is.
Yes, yeah, I'm proud of him.
Tell the folks who Pepe is.
Pepe is Homer Talbot to me. To Charles, he's a brother.
Yeah, he's a brother that goes from Chicago to Los Angeles.
I mean.
Yeah, he lives out here for a while, and he lived back there for a while. He's a very talented young man.
Yes, he is.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, so you playing in Jerry Butler tonight?
Oh, yeah, we playing a lot of Jerry Butler. We've been playing it throughout. Played some Charles Wright, too.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, we had to play that too. You know, I think we kicked the show off with Charles Wright.
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
I'm a witness. I was here.
That's right. He said that was Charles Butler. Charles Wright. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, well, I appreciate you playing my music over there.
The music is good. If it's good, we're gonna play it. You know, we play real music by real musicians.
That's right, because we don't play no other stuff.
No mixes.
No, sir.
I mean, listening to the commissioner's sound just like yesterday, you know.
Yeah.
It just came out fresh.
Played by human beings, not by machines.
There you go. That's where it's got to be that way, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad to be able to hook up with y'all. I don't know what else is going on, but I wish I was in Chicago right now. I haven't been there in a little while since Oscar Brown Jr. died. Yeah.
You need to get out this way, you know. Get with some of these bookers to book you, or just come on out and visit us anyway. It's a nice city. We got problems,
my in-laws
but
are down
it ain't that bad, you know.
Oh, no, Chicago's cool. Yeah, I have a lot of in-laws. Got some in-laws there and a few other people from Mississippi. I'm from Mississippi.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, Chicago full of folks from Mississippi.
It would not exist without us.
Only I know where they have Mississippi clubs.
Yeah,
that's right. Greenville and all the rest of them out there, right on.
Yeah. Okay, well, God bless y'all. And
well, thank you very much, Charles, for calling in, man. It's good to have you know. Hey, this is pretty cool. You know, I'm heard from Garland, I hear from you, and I got the commissioner sitting right there. I mean, dog.
Yes, indeed. Okay, well, Jerry, I love you, brother.
Thank you, man. Love you back.
Yeah, y'all keep up the good work, Cheatham. I love you too, man.
All right, thank you very much, and thank you for calling in.
All right, God bless y'all.
Same to you.
All right.
Okay, as we continue here, the commissioner, you want to wrap up? You got a website or anything where people can, want to get your music? You got somebody handle? I know your business, man, so I know somebody's handling all that stuff. Earl probably doing it, isn't he?
No, Earl's not doing it, but there's a guy named Charles McMillan that does it.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't know all of that stuff.
I got you. Yeah.
So
all you do is
technology is not where it ought to be.
Well, technology changed so fast, so I don't think anybody's where it should be. Time you get something, next thing you know, it done changed. But
well, it's been good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. If you anyway, if a person want to get in touch to you or follow you and any of that, so they just go through your website. Is it Jerry Butler or Talbot or what?
Cook County.
Okay, Commission. Okay, get you through that way. Yeah, folks, he is a public servant. You know, people try to get this guy to run for mayor, but I don't know what happened. He said I'm too intelligent. Okay, Commissioner, I want to thank you for coming, man. I appreciate this, you know, and it's a real honor for me to have you here.
Good to be here and good to see you again, Chief.
And thank you very much. How about you, Joe? What you got to say to the commissioner before you go? You can call him Commissioner or you can call him the Iceman.
Well, I call him Mr. Commissioner, the Iceman. How's that?
That sounds good.
Can I get a picture with you before you leave?
I'd be honored.
Okay.
No, I'll be honored, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for joining our podcast here on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to us at Henry CB6175. Follow us on Twitter at WVON Henry and like our Facebook page at Classic Blues and R&B.